Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Richard, and I'm excited today to give you yet another mining city video. I know it's been long since I have made a mining city video, so let's get into it. So today we're talking about the new BTCV payment plan. All right. So as you might know that the BTCV was initially called the BTCV mining plan. All right, and it is being renamed or being converted to BTCV payment plan. All right, so it's not compulsory for you to change your BTCV mining plan into a BTCV payment plan, but it is actually optional. You can choose it by yourself. All right, okay, so this is what's happening, guys. What's happening is as you know, guys, mining is such a complex thing. It's not only determined by the hash rate that you buy. All right, so if you go to buy plans, you will see, guys, that there are different plans with different hash rate. So you can see that the primary plan here has got 3 terahash per second, and the standard here is 6 terahash per second, bronze 12 terahash per second, and so on and so on. So guys, not only these terahash per second are the ones that are going to determine your earnings. Remember, there's electricity also, which is electricity cost, and there's going to be maintenance cost. All right, that is going to be subtracted onto your profits. All right, and there is this thing that is called total hash rate. Total hash rate is, let me give an example. Let's say that you have 5 people want to eat a pizza. All right, but let's take for instance that there are now 10 people want to eat the same pizza. It means 2 people are going to share the same pizza. All right, so this is the concept of total hash rate. Total hash rate means if there is many people that are competing to mine the same number of coins, right, it means that each one of them is going to earn less than they could earn when there were just few people mining. All right, so when I heard this news, I was like, why not actually calculate how much I can earn or how much I can potentially earn. As you can see, new members and people who come into mining city, they ask you a question, how much will I earn? Or so with this now you can be able to know how much exactly a person can earn. All right, so but the only variable that is left right now is the price of the coin. All right, so you will see in the calculation that I'll show you. But before I go into the calculation, guys, I make no claims that the calculations that I'm doing here, they are correct, or the calculations that I'm doing here, they are not actually financial advice. So if you need financial advice, guys, I would recommend you to go to a qualified financial advisor. Myself, I'm not a qualified financial advisor. So if you convert your mining plan into the payment plan, there are 3 things that are going to happen. Number 1, you will receive a preset amount of BTCV for each terahash per second, right? So it means that each terahash per second, you will know exactly how much you earn for each terahash per second, and that amount is going to be constant. But it's going to change depending on the block halving, which means there will be less and less supply of the coin as time goes on. So the halving happens each and every 6 months. All right, so you can see right here, guys, that mining city is divided starting from the 6th of May 2021. They have divided this into 6 months segments. That's where the halving will be happening. All right, and here there is more or less about 31 days here between the 6th and the 5th of May 2021. All right, so guys, as you can see here, guys, the amounts that you're going to be earning per terahash, they are really constant, right, for this period that they have defined here, which is the depends on the block reward for that period. All right, so number 2, guys, there's going to be an ELCASH bonus, right? So you receive a daily payment of 0.000105 ELCASH per terahash per second of your BTCV mining power, right? That is being converted if your plan is active. And on top of that, they're going to add a 30-day plan extension. All right, so what they're basically doing is to make sure that they give you a bonus of another 30 days extension of your mining plan, which is now the payment plan. All right, guys. So guys, without going any further, now we got the figures, now we got the bonus, right, and we got the extension of 30 days. We're gonna try and calculate. So guys, as you can see, guys, here there are 31 days. All right, so which means that if you are earning 0.0012 per day times 31 days, this is the total earnings. So here it's just saying that this one times this one, that's the answer that we're getting here. All right, so now you get the total earnings that you're earning for that period. All right, so we go to the next period. The next period is 6 months, so I put there 184 days. All right, so guys, if you're earning that times 184, you earn that. All right, so basically, guys, that's it. You'll be multiplying what you're earning per day times the number of days in that period. Okay, so what you're earning per day times the number of days earning per day times the number of the days. So you see that per each 1 terahash, you're actually earning about 0.56228916 for the entire period. All right, so the entire period we're talking about from the 6th, right, to the 19th of April in 2024. So here, get me right, guys, this is assuming that your plan was bought on the 6th. Obviously, if your plan was bought before that, your days will be actually less and you might earn less than this. All right, so this is an assumption that the plan was bought maybe on the 5th of April 2021 or so. All right, so guys, you can see here, guys, that you actually earn 0.56228916. all right, so on the next calculations, now we want to calculate how much will a certain plan earn, right, given that we know that per 1 terahash, if all this period you only have 1 terahash, you're going to earn this. So what we're going to do here, we're going to multiply this figure by the terahash to get the total earnings, right, in that terahash. So here on the primary plan, you will get 3 terahash times 0.56228916, and then you will get approximately 1.7 BTCV, all right, after the entire period. All right, and if standard 3.37, and bronze it's 6.74, and silver 13.49, gold 23.61, platinum 70.84. all right, guys, so let's take, for instance, okay, let me put here the actual price of Bitcoin vault is around $55 right now. Okay, so here is the only variable that we're going to change to actually see how much we can earn for the entire period. All right, so this variable, which is the BTCV price and the ELCASH price. Okay, so now we know that these are the total earnings in BTCV. Now we want to know how much is that in dollars. Okay, so in dollars, guys, you can see here that if you multiply $55, right, by, okay, I'm gonna go to this formula. This formula is saying that multiply $55 by the total earnings in BTCV. Okay, for that, so guys, it means if you put in 300, if Bitcoin vault price remains at $55, then you put in 300, right, you make 92 for the whole period of time. All right, and if you put in 600, 185, 1200, 371, 2400, 742, 4200, 1298, 2600, 3896. all right, but our calculations are not over yet, because we want also to calculate the ELCASH earnings bonus. So as you can see that in Mining City, they say that we're gonna give 0.00015 as a bonus for ELCASH, right, for your entire period. So we're saying that the period of the days is 1100 days plus those 30 days, which is 1130 days, right, times, so the total here is, it's saying the value of ELCASH that you're earning per day times the number of days, then you're getting that, right? Okay, so this is per 1 terahash per second. All right, let me say per 1 terahash per second. All right, so this is what you earn per 1 terahash per second. All right, so now we want to see how much you will earn for each and every plan, because there is no plan for 1 terahash. Plan starts from 3 terahash, right? So what we're going to just do here is to multiply this figure by the terahash, right, and we get the total. All right, so as a platinum person, you actually earn 14 ELCASH coins by the end of your mining plan, and gold is 4.9 ELCASH, 2.8 for silver, and 1.4 for bronze, and 0.719, right? And mind you guys, we are calculating for a plan that started on the 5th of April. All right, so it means if you started before that, this can be less than what we're talking about, plus what you have already earned, obviously. All right, guys, so now that we have the ELCASH price, now we can know how much it is in dollars at this moment. Okay, so if ELCASH remains at $39 like how it is right now, it means you're going to be earning $13.8, $27, $55, $111, $194, $583 as the bonus. All right, so now it's time to calculate the grand total. So the grand total we're going to calculate here by saying, here we're going to say the total earnings of the primary plan for the BTCV payment plan, and the bonus that you're getting ELCASH, right? We add them together. Now we get the total money that you'll get from both the ELCASH bonus and the BTCV payment plan. All right, so as you can see here, it's 106.66, right? So you can see that we can further calculate to see if you're making a profit or loss. So we can see here that when you put 300, then you get 106.66 out. It means you have made a loss of $193. All right, which is a loss of 64%, minus 64%. All right, so how I calculated this loss is just saying that the earnings minus the OG cost, right? Minings minus the OG cost, you get your total profit and loss. All right, so we get a minus 193 there. So as you can see, guys, these cells are red if you are gonna be having a loss, and if you're gonna be having a profit, it's gonna be a plus. All right, so guys, now that we know how the spreadsheet functions, we can now try and predict the price of Bitcoin Vault to actually see that at what point are we making profit, and at what point are we making a lot of money, and at what point can we be millionaires if you buy each of these plans for this period. Okay, so as things are right now, you actually make a loss if BTCV price remains the same, and if ELCASH price remains the same or goes down, you actually make a loss. But if it goes up, let's see by how much, and we can actually see these figures change so that we can open our minds and see what exactly are we getting ourselves into. All right, so with BTCV price, let's say with BTCV price, we put it at double the price, $100. All right, and let's also double the price. Okay, here to make things simple, let's put it on $40, right? So if you double the price, we put it on $80. All right, we see that we're still making a loss if the coins double their price. All right, we're still making a loss. And let's go, guys, and put 150 here. All right, and then we increase here maybe by 100. All right, we're still making a loss. And let's put 180. At 180, guys, we can see that we are starting to make some profit. If BTCV goes to 180, all right, and ELCASH is at 100, we'll actually make profits. So these are the profits. On the platinum, you will make about $1.6 thousand in profit, and on the gold about $549, silver 313, and 156 for the bronze, and 78 for the bronze. All right, for the standard. All right, now if we can take this price and put it on 200, and then the ELCASH price, let's put it on maybe 150. All right, you can see that, guys, the profits are starting to get more. Here you can see that you can actually make the profits of 3,812, and here you can actually make the profits of 1,270, and you can actually make $90 of profit on the primary. All right, so let's calculate further and say, all right, the all-time high of BTCV was around $480. All right, let's say Bitcoin Vault goes to 480, it reaches its all-time high. All right, here you actually earning about 23,649, and gold plan is 7,843 that you're earning as a profit. All right, and you can see here, this is the percentage profit that you're earning. The percentage profit is simply calculated by saying, okay, your profit or loss divided by the plan's original cost, times 100. Now you get the percentage. All right, so you see that it's 188% of profit that you're actually making when Bitcoin Vault goes to 480. So let's take, for instance, that Bitcoin Vault goes to $1,000, right? If it goes to $1,000, right, so people will be making about 60,490 people who bought the platinum plan, and people who bought the gold plan, they actually making 20,163 in profit. All right, guys, and your total earnings, which means the total earnings that you're actually earning, are right here. All right, so we subtracted the money that you put in to actually see how much you're making as profit here. All right, so that would be 480% if Bitcoin Vault goes to 1,000. So now you have seen how the price of the coin is going to affect to a larger extent how much you're going to be earning. All right, so guys, what's left here is to make sure that we guys protect the value of BTCV by not selling Bitcoin Vault or dumping Bitcoin Vault unnecessarily, or going to exchange, dumping your coins or so forth. So we encourage people to stake their coins, making sure that Bitcoin Vault is not being dumped, right? And by that, I'm sure the company will also do some initiatives to make sure that the price of BTCV and ELCASH are stimulated to actually go higher and higher. All right, so this is my assumption, and this is what I think is going to happen. So can BTCV go to a $1,000? That's a question that we can discuss in the comments below. And guys, can BTCV go to $500? All right, that's a question that we can discuss in the comments below. All right, let's say that BTCV goes to, let's say, 2,000, like the price that Ethereum has right now. So a person will be making 131,000. So guys, I'm gonna put another formula that's gonna calculate this profit and loss, right, in your currency. All right, so here I'm gonna put $1. Okay, $1 is equal to how much in your currency? This is a question that I'm asking people. How much is $1 in your currency? So you can search that on Google. It's a question here that I'm asking here. So then with the rand, let's say rand to USD, right? So $1 is equals to 1450 rand. So let's take that value here, let's put it here. Okay, so in your currency you can put whichever amount in your currency here. So I'm gonna put in your currency here. I'm gonna put another tab that says in your currency. All right, I'm gonna make it that color, put it, okay, let's make everything centered. All right, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say this value, right? So it's equals to, right, this value times this value. Enter. All right, guys. Now we've got a brilliant way here to actually, let's make sure that this is in currency. All right, this is rands. All right, so here we're assuming that the rand keeps on being at 1450 to the dollar, right? You will actually be earning about 1.9 million when BTCV price goes to 2000. Let's say when BTCV goes to $500, you see that you'll be earning in profit here 363,467. So which means you're actually earning about 199% as profit. All right, so guys, this is how I'm calculating. So guys, this is basically how I'm looking at things, guys. And if you think that you have any addition to add, please let me know in the comments, guys. If this video was informative to you guys, leave a thumbs up, and guys, make sure that you give a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. So guys, thank you for viewing this video, guys. I hope this video provides value to you guys. And this is David Richard, and I'm out, guys. See you next time.